Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will be reading from the r/justnomail subreddit, so let's jump into it. Our housewarming was last night. My husband's father passed away suddenly of a heart attack earlier this year. He and his only siblings sold their childhood home after his father's death, because neither of them could bear to stay there any longer. His sister bought a home in another state, and his brother bought a fixer-upper here. We are close with both siblings, so we threw them each a housewarming party. Well, last night was my husband's brother's party. The new house needs a lot of work, and they couldn't have it ready for last night, so my husband and I let them use our home. We have a large home with plenty of room for everyone to spread out. My husband's brother brought 2 guests. One was a woman he'd been seeing for a while, and the other was someone who appeared to be younger than him. At first I thought he might be a son, but later I saw him interacting with his dad, and he was clearly an adult. When I asked my brother-in-law about the younger man, he told me that was his childhood friend, Jay. Then he excused himself to go talk to Jay for a bit, and I was able to talk to the girlfriend. She seemed nice enough, just a little vapid, and she kept glancing at her phone like she was waiting for something. During that conversation, I went to get some more drinks, and when I came back, my husband was talking to the 2 men. I heard my brother-in-law say the word regressed, and I was confused, so I started listening in on them. My brother-in-law was saying how he had unseen Jay since he was 18, and when they were growing up, he and Jay slept together. They didn't go further than that, but I know what he meant. At the time, my brother-in-law was engaged to his high school sweetheart, and Jay had feelings for him, but nothing ever came of it, except for one night. I remember my brother-in-law looking extremely uncomfortable during this conversation. After they went inside, I confronted my husband about it. He said that he told his brother that he didn't want this information being shared with anyone, especially not me. His brother apologized, but I was still angry. This was TMI, and I didn't need to hear that. Then I noticed the girlfriend glaring at me from across the room. It was weird because until this point, she hadn't said anything to me at all. So I decided to ignore it and have a good night. However, 5 minutes later, the 3 of them came out of the bedroom, and my brother-in-law's girlfriend was crying. She told me that she needed to talk to me, and I followed her outside. She told me that she was sorry that her and Jay were such a bother, and that she knew that my husband would never forgive her. I was confused, so she explained that Jay had told her everything, and that he had regressed because of my reaction to him. He was feeling guilty and upset over the conversation. I tried to explain that my husband and I don't care, and that she should feel sorry, but she insisted on apologizing, and then she ran off. The party continued on without me. My husband stayed by my side the whole night and offered me comfort and understanding. My brother-in-law approached me with Jay shortly after, and they both apologized again. I accepted it and told them to enjoy the rest of their night, but I really wasn't feeling it. I spent most of the night either in the bedroom with my husband or sitting on the porch swing with my sister-in-law and her boyfriend. My brother-in-law and Jay kept apologizing to me, and I kept telling them it was fine. Eventually, it was just me and my husband in the living room. We started talking about the events of the night, and he told me that he had talked to his brother again and told him that he needed to tell his girlfriend that I didn't want to hear those kinds of things, and that if he wanted to be honest with her, he should tell her that it was none of my business. We also talked about how strange it was that Jay felt the need to disclose that information. My husband thought maybe it was because he was under the influence. In the morning, I woke up before my husband, so I got up and used the bathroom that was closest to our bedroom. It was the guest bathroom that was shared by the 2 bedrooms. On the counter was a note written on a napkin. It said, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything to you last night. You seem like a really nice person. I hope you can forgive me." I turned the light on and looked around. There was no one in the bathroom. It must have been Jay, because my brother-in-law and his girlfriend left this morning without saying goodbye. The note must have been from last night, after I left the party on the porch. My husband says that it's probably best that I didn't see him off, because it would have caused another confrontation. I think he's right, but I am curious as to why he felt the need to apologize. Was it because he felt bad, or because he was afraid that my husband would find out that he slipped up? Update: a few hours after posting this, my brother-in-law called me and said that Jay had come back home last night, after I left. He said that Jay admitted to him that he was jealous because Jay had feelings for his brother. He said that Jay was drunk, and he confided in him last night that he was trying to make his brother jealous so he would leave his girlfriend. He hoped that his brother would start a fight with him, so that he would have a reason to defend his brother and the girlfriend. He didn't know that his brother was married. He said that Jay was very apologetic and embarrassed about last night, and he thanked me for accepting his apology. He also asked me to tell you that OP was beautiful and he loved her hair. I told him that I would give his apologies to my husband when he woke up, and I ended the call. Am I the asshole for leaving that night? Yeah. No, I don't think you're the asshole at all. I think you're actually justified in feeling kind of disgusted, honestly. But also, it was like a weird slip-up. You know, it wasn't like they were talking about it, and then they're like, oh, well, let me just tell you this random thing that I did with my childhood friend. It was just a slip-up. I think that it's totally fine that you would walk out of that situation. It's your house. It's your, living space, and you don't have to listen to that. But it was also just a slip-up, so I think that it's fine that you walked out. And it's also good that your husband talked to his brother and was like, hey, listen, it doesn't matter that you're apologizing. You need to tell your girlfriend that I don't want to hear these things, and this is none of my business. I do not need to know this. That is your own personal life. And then the fact that the guy apologized again through a note just shows that he has remorse, I guess, which makes sense because obviously you were uncomfortable, but it was a slip-up. So I think that, I give the guy a pass because he was probably drinking and it was a slip-up. But I do understand why you were so angry and why you would want to leave that situation. But yeah, I think that overall you handled it perfectly, and you're definitely not the asshole here. And just a quick announcement before I end this video. If you like these videos, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel, and I greatly appreciate when you do. Also, I've been trying to post more frequently, so if you want more Just No Mail videos, more often, definitely hit that subscribe button and I will try to post more. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next Reddit video.